So I received the Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in 4N1 Ginger. I've been testing it for the last probably 3 days. A primer, I've tested it by itself, and I've tested it with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. On the day I tested it with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, it looked so beautiful, but then it dried up on my skin on the day I just wore it by itself, with no setting spray, just powder. It looked beautiful at the end of the day. It wasn't dry, so I think the setting spray kind of dried it out, and I feel like the day with the primer it actually dried out that way as well. So I think this is a really good foundation if you just use it by yourself. So just moisturize and let it go in. Now, I will say that when I was using it, I'm a full coverage girly, so I really had to make this work. It's very thin, so if you like a lighter coverage and you kind of want to see through and see your freckles and things like that, this will be great for you. If you want high coverage like me and you haven't left 2016 makeup yet, or you don't plan on it like me, you can still get the same coverage. You just gotta treat it like you do with a concealer, where you kind of put it on, do your first layer, and then go ahead and put it on different areas of the face that you want more coverage, and then let it dry. So I have a face fan, and I have like this little guy that I use to dry, because I don't have the time to wait. Like, I just don't have the time. So you could do that and it will come out full coverage and it will come out beautiful, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I'm going to show you how to get the light coverage and what that light coverage looks like. I mean, I'm sure you know how to get light coverage. And I like to use my fingers because I find that you can get more out of it, more coverage out of it that way. But see how it's very, very thin, very watery, but as it dries down, you can feel all the skincare ingredients on it, and it starts to feel like you're putting a moisturizer on. Look at this. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation to cover, so I think I'm a good person to test whether this has the coverage, which I'm totally going to show you. So let me just blend this out and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's dry now, and it looks really pretty, but you can still see all of, oh sorry, you can still see all of, you know, the hyperpigmentation. I stopped using tranexamic acid and these babies came back. So now I'm going to show you, if you go in with the second layer, you can build it up to get the coverage you want. So you just kind of lightly go around the areas that are still dark and showing through. Oh, my hyperpigmentation, jeez. And then what you're gonna do is dry it again. Just leave them there and dry it. All right, so now that it's dried down a bit, I'm just gonna lightly tap it in. And you can already see, especially right here, that hyperpigmentation is a lot better. You can do this with a beauty blender. It'd be a lot faster, but it would take away some of the coverage, which I want full coverage, so I'm using my fingers. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look at that glow. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. I can see why this went viral. And now look at the coverage. I still got some stuff peeking through here, That's pretty dark. Here you can see it peeking through a little bit, but it's still way better than it was before. And my theory is that because I bronze in these areas, the skin is absorbing the bronzer and it ends up like this. But look at the skin, it's so pretty. It is kind of thick and heavy feeling. It feels like you put on a good thick moisturizer. And other than that, I will say I did watch Magdalene Janet's video on this, and she uses, because I love her and she reviews everything, and she used this color and it oxidized really badly on her and made her look like Oompa Loompa, but they must have fixed the formula, because I did not have that problem. As you can see, like, it's a good match, like, and it's not making me look orange or weird or cakey. And I did not blend too far down the neck because I wanted you to see that it really is that color and it's not oxidizing on me. So yeah, Laura Mercier, I love it. Okay, I gotta say, the Sky highlighter optional skin, look at that. Ooh, you in my head. Right, so not the best lighting right now, but this is about almost 11 hours of wear, and it still looks really good. Surprisingly, the Rimmel lip also lasted without me retouching it, which I'm pretty happy about. There's just a little bit of like oiliness coming through around here, a little bit on the forehead, but it still looks